custom cells can automatically adapt to their contents, even though it's not as easy as it seems. We create a new, single-view project. We set the minimal target version. In the storyboard and in the emulator list, we set the smallest available device. From the project, we remove the view controller and its class. At its place, we use a table view controller and add the respective class. We change the settings in these functions. Since we want to use static custom cells only, we can also remove part or all of this code. In the storyboard, we connect the code to the controller. We set the separator style to none in order to hide the typical table aspect. In the table view section, we set the number of rows to 1. We make the cell large enough to work with. We add a text view control and align it at the inner cell guides. We then also add a label. In order to view and resize the cell, we have to add auto layout constraints. Now that we have our components, we resize the cell in order to match the bottom constraint for the label. By attempting to create the constraint, we see how many units are missing to fit. Then we set the bottom constraint. If it is missing, XCode is not able to calculate the cell height. Let's see what we get so far. Of course, we need an initial controller. The text view scrolls, thus it will not extend itself. At this occasion, we disable also other features. By disabling user interaction, we delegate all operations to the cell. When scrolling is disabled, XCode wants to know which control to handle first. We accept the proposed priority. Now, the text view behaves as if it was a label, but has not extended yet. If we remove the custom height of the cell, we enable auto-resizing. Also, we hide our cell contents. We could also change this setting from code, but then we would need a separate class for each cell. Now the text view and the cell have resized. We now connect the label and fill it with some text, too. Now we allow the label to extend. 0 lines indicate dynamic height of labels. When selecting the row, it changes color. We change this, too. As we see here, the cell contents overlap the status bar. In order to fix this problem, we set a blank section header. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.